Hello, beloveds. I want to talk to you today about some of the theories that you must live as your specific person or twin flames or soulmates spouse in order to manifest them as such. There's a couple of issues with that. For instance, and there could be some positives in that. It depends on your situation. There's some great teachers that are teaching how to manifest via this perception that you really just dwell inside yourself as the spouse of the person that you want to marry or live with in a significant union. I did run across a teacher. I wish I could kind of remember her name or find her again, but she pointed out that living in a certain way, when you're not actually in that, you're essentially not ready to be in that situation, denies you access to the bridge of events that might lead you to that situation. And I would say that does corroborate or confirm some of my experience. It's very hard. For instance, if it's very hard, like you're without somebody for, let's say, years or even decades, and you're in a waiting vibe, being alone and solitary and not developing any social, not keeping your developing relationship skills or finding out how you want your ultimate relationship to be, you're going to lose those great opportunities to, for instance, be shown how to find somebody who's going to treat you a certain way, that you want to be treated when you get back with your specific person. Let's say there was some things that your specific person, that you know about them, that maybe they didn't treat you a certain way that you wanted to be treated. And this would go along with what Bashar and Abraham Hicks talk about, in that they say, the previous relationships teaches you more what you want from your next relationship. If that person is no longer in your life, you can be grateful that they showed you some things that you want to refine upon. Well, that can happen in another relationship, even if that person is not your, doesn't tick all the boxes for you. They can show you some things. They're going to show you some more things that are beneficial. You're going to develop relationship and communication skills with that person, particularly because you may not be so afraid that you're going to lose them if they don't tick all the boxes, let's say. And that's not to say to be with somebody that you're not feeling, but everybody feels different. Like you click with different people on different levels and in different ways. Every two people make a different animal, so to speak, a different species, if you will. And so that person, every relationship is going to teach you something, and it may at some point teach you, like, okay, this is not my specific person, and that's who I'm thinking about. And so at a certain time, that can be, maybe a catalyst for you getting back to your specific person or another person and trying. And then, one twin flame teacher talks about how those potential timelines start to diminish. Like, you may find that there's either somebody else out there that's going to help you in life, you're going to help them, there's a divine meeting for some reason, there's things that they need to know from you, and you need help from them. I found that to be true. You can learn how to have platonic opposite sex friends, and what does that mean? What does that look like? You can have you're going to miss out on opportunities just to network, let's say, because I've had that happen. It was just an opportunity to network and to drive my the things that I want to do in my life forward. So it's it can cut you off in life when you are developing your greatest life and living your greatest life. So it can be part of the bridge of events. Let's say too, you might want to figure out, like, gosh, maybe I'm polyamorous. Maybe I don't want to be in a relationship exclusively, to be with one person, but maybe I do. What would that be like? So it's a time for you to really refine what you want in life, what you want when you're searching for another person, and what your values really are. Why are they your values? How important is each area of your life in a relationship? Some people, they value different things. Some value the emotional relationship more than the sexual relationship, and vice versa, or the business aspect, or the family aspect, or the loyalty, or the communication. What is important to you, which you need to find out to be in the relationship with your specific person, and start mentally start manifesting that. But you got to know what it is first. So let's not knock out the bridge of events, which may be for a period of time you are not living as the spouse, but being grateful that for the person that you're with, grateful for your specific person. And I would liken it to the, with the same teacher who was teaching that was also talking about living in a house, and being, even though they wanted this other house much more, they wanted this other beautiful house, and it was their dream home. But this house that they were in was something that they were grateful for. They were kind of stuck in it for a little bit, and they needed that situation to have a roof over their heads, and they were grateful for little aspects of that situation. It did not preclude them from getting to the other situation. It was actually a catalyst in the situation for them to get to their dream home. So, but they were grateful for where they were and what they had at the time. But it didn't stop them from moving on when it was time. So imagine if they had been out on the street, said, "No, I'm not gonna go into any house. Till I get my dream home, I'm not gonna have any home." That's not really, I just don't think that works for everybody. If you're the type of person who can say, yeah, I'm going to be alone and live as a spouse, and then come home and eat dinners by myself, and do this by myself, and do that by myself. Sometimes that happens in a lot of relationships, where if you're okay with that, that's great. And you can imagine yourself with that person, and it can get a little, when you're with another person other than your specific person, it can be hard to feel like you're not cheating with like that person you're with. You may feel a certain way, but if you go in, and I've had to do this, be honest with that person that, hey, look, we're not exclusive, and I have a person that I don't know if I'm supposed to get over them or if I want to get over them. And if they came back in my life, you know, we would have to have a serious conversation, or but we're not exclusive. So I kept that door open. I suggest that you may think about that too, like a non-exclusive relationship, and that, you know, can get pretty detailed. And if you need help on these kind of things, maybe to sort those things out, I am a social worker, addiction specialist, a Reiki practitioner, and soon to be a Kundalini energy body worker, trauma release exercise facilitator. Did I say that? Anyway, I can help you with all these things and manifesting, and help you sort out your particular situation so that you can manifest faster and with more clarity. Have a great day. To have a great life, email me at malakshmianand@gmail or 12rainbowgates@gmail.com. Bye for now.